The boats lined up for the running of Heat 3A. Greg Hopp assigned lane 1, Scott Pierce in lane 2, Hopp's teammate Terry Troxel in lane 3, then Mike Hansen, Mark Webber, and Dave Villwock once again would come from the outside in Miss Budweiser, but not a happy start for Greg Hopp and his red, white, and blue Zenetics 1. That looks expensive.
Ooh, that's bad news when you see the fire coming out of the back of the engine like that. That usually means that the blades are all melted and, a spendy ordeal.
This turned out to be bad news for the entire field. You see one of the drivers there taking evasive action as Greg Hopp's race boat settled to a stop right in the middle of the first turn. Now here is one of the warm-up laps, and this is about the time, Mark Evans, the officials decided they could not race with Greg parked there.
That's a very good call. This is a dangerous position for everybody involved, so rerun
Steve
it.
Montgomery along with Mark Evans. We are recapping preliminary action from the Bayfair World Series of Hydroplane Racing here on Mission Bay. If you were with us earlier, you recall that Heat 3A had to be black flagged and put back on the trailer when Greg Hopp parked the Zenetics 1 in a bad spot in the first turn. This was the restart just about an hour ago. Dave Villwock, Mike Hansen, Mark Webber, Terry Troxel, Scott Pierce running for a spot in the final heat. Greg Hopp forced to stay on the trailer, Mark. He was the guy that caused the stoppage before.
And usually by the rules, if you stop a race, then you get penalized and you don't get to go out for the rerun.
Greg Hopp originally in lane 1 in the Zenetics 1 on the trailer. That meant Scott Pierce and the Trend West Resorts had the inside. Hopp's teammate Terry Troxel in Zenetics 2 would be in lane 2. Mike Hansen, Mark Webber, and Dave Villwock, the outside 3 boats, in pretty good shape to make the final. Scott Pierce, though, ran into some bad luck right there, Mark, and that was the end of his day. He had been doing pretty well.
He had making great starts through the day, but something happened. He must have got hosed there, took in some water, and he conked out.
As the field turned toward Fiesta Island to complete lap 1, it was Mike Hansen the leader, Mark Webber running in second place, and Dave Villwock in third, right on the beach.
Man, that is almost on the beach. I'm surprised the rooster tail wasn't turning a little bit brown there, but that's what you get from being on the outside and getting pushed out, but Dave's hanging in there.
This is the way it looked inside the cockpit, running right down in front of that big crowd on Fiesta Island, over 200 miles per hour, and Dave uncustomarily back in third place.
Yeah, but that's what you get for being on the outside. But look at him. He's making ground. Whoa, he got a little bit loose there, passing Webber. Now he's got his sights set on Mike Hansen, and he's got her mashed down.
Once again, we are recapping our last preliminary run just a short time ago. This is Heat 3A, which had to be started twice. The first time these boats went on the water, Greg Hopp parked his red, white, and blue Zenetics 1 right in the middle of turn 1 before the start. The officials black flagged the field. They went back on the trailers, then came out and restarted. The eventual winner would be this guy, Dave Villwock, in Miss Budweiser, but he had to go around the outside, Mark Evans, around a lot of very, very fast boats and drivers.
That's a long ways around, but they must have got that Budweiser boat really going. He worked and worked at Mike Hansen and finally got him right at the end.
Serving notice that he would be a factor in the final heat, but who would expect anything else?
Yeah, they are always into winning a boat race no matter what it takes, and he never gives up.
Now talk a little bit about Mike Hansen. This is a boat that was actually a back marker at one time. Mike rebuilt it completely, came out this season faster than anybody thought it would be. Our fast qualifier several times, Gold Cup winner, and one of the guys we're going to have to watch in the final is the white boat, the Sun Harbor Mortgage and Mike Hansen.
It's a great boat. That was actually parts and pieces of the X-side boats from a long time ago. The sponsions in the cockpit are about the only thing of the original boat, so it's virtually brand new, and Mike Hansen and their team did a great job putting this thing together.
Now you see Villwock and the Bud pulling up beside Hansen at this point, and they gave us a great lap of very close racing once again before Villwock would win it, but not by much. Great boat racing here on Mission Bay.
Man, this is what you get for just keeping on it and keeping on it. You're going to notice Dave comes up here and just nips Mike right at the line, not by much at all.
There's the finish, and it's Dave Villwock and Miss Budweiser by a boat length after 3 incredible laps of racing. Dave Villwock went to the top of the point ladder for the day. He, Hansen, and Webber in the final. Troxel, Pierce, and Hopp would fall short. Mark Evans talked to Dave Villwock one more time.
Geez, Dave, wait till the last to pass him, man. You should have seen your crew. They were all leaning and just freaking out. How much did you get him by?
I don't think we got him by more than about 10 feet, but it was a really close race.
Yeah, really good race. The fans were screaming on the beach. It was great.
We were flying in Miss Budweiser as high as it'd go there. The wind was coming up, and I think the other guys were trying to pull back just a little bit, and we're still after winds. We're racing as hard as we can.
Well, great job, man. The crowd loves it.
Thanks.